Staying motivated when things get hard is, one of the most important things you can do when you're struggling. And uh, it's very easy to give up when things are hard. It's super easy, right? You tell yourself that it's not worth it, or you could take a break today, or you don't need to work too hard, or it's not, or you might tell yourself that it's not even worth it. And it is problematic to say the least. So finding motivation and being motivation is very important so that you could stay motivated when things get hard. Now there are many ways to get motivated or to stay motivated, uh, especially when things get hard. And I'm going to go through some of the most important methods in this video, and I'll focus on one thing, and it's this. It's you get a pen and a paper, and you write down, your most important goals, whatever it might be. Okay, now say for example, one of your goals is to, I don't know, learn how to drive. So you're right. Goal one: learn how to drive. Now these big goals, I don't want you to write, 10 goals. You shouldn't have 10 big goals because it's very unrealistic to work on each and every one of these goals. It's way too much, and you need to realize this. So ideal amount of goals is about 4 to 5. More than that would be pushing it. Okay, so you're right. Goal one: learn how to drive. And once you do that, you need to, create sub goals. Now you could write them down on a paper. That's preferable. But you could also think about them and, actually think and meditate on them. And when I say think, I don't mean, okay, just write down the goal and hope that, you'll think about it. No, I mean think. So you sit down with yourself and you really think about your goals, and you think, okay, learn how to drive. This is my goal. How do I achieve that? What steps I, need to take in order to achieve that goal? What are these micro, goals, micro steps that I need to take? Because there are certainly many. So one of them might be, I don't know, finding someone that could teach me, or um, watching a tutorial. I don't know, reading a book. You probably don't need to read a book to learn how to drive, but practicing, that's important. Uh, so it's all about creating these micro goals, because it's very easy to get unmotivated when you have a big goal that's very hard to achieve. Creating these micro goals uh, is very important because it gives you this, factor of satisfaction every time you achieve one of these micro goals. And it's this that keeps the drive going inside of you. Um, so let's move on to the next tip here, and it's to find friends that are motivated or that are goal oriented. It doesn't have to be your friends don't have to share the same goals as you, but as long as they have a set of goals and they're actually working towards them, then you could, blindly say that these are good friends to hang out with, because they're probably busy, they're probably working on their goals, and it's very hard to see someone that is, constantly working towards something and not want to, emulate that. It's very hard. If you don't have that feeling that you also need to work hard when you see, your friend working hard, then, you're a loser. And I hate to say it, but it's the reality. Change, change yourself, follow the steps that I'm, talking about in this video, and you'll probably change your life. And I don't mean to say this from, like by looking down on you. I'm here to help you. So yes, finding good friends that are goal oriented is actually very important. Now, the third and last tip is for you to go and explore places that have to do with your goals. So we'll go back to the driving goal. If if your goal is to learn how to drive, then go and visit places that just make it, you know, that just make you want to learn how to drive. So go and watch races, car races if that's what you like, or go and look at cars or whatever it might be. Now, this is a silly example, but I'm going to give you a better example. So let's say that you want to make money, right? You want to become rich. Go and visit rich places, get to know rich people, eat at fancy restaurants, even if it costs more money to eat at a fancy nice restaurant than McDonald's. Now, you're not going to eat there every day, so you might as well splurge one day and go out there and eat and have this whole experience, see what it's like, because these small things, you might not think that this is important. You might think that you're wasting your money and time, but it's actually very important. I don't know how to explain it, but you just feel like, okay, this is your place, because you know that this is your goal and you know that you want to get here one day. So it fills you with motivation. And this is very important. So follow these 3 tips, and I guarantee you that your motivation will go up, especially when things are getting hard.